This is the real Austrian Viennese, let's say Viennese hospitality. It's not going to get any better than this. It's not going to get better than this. This is perfect. Wow.
That's a nice texture.
Yes, and it's very visible, that texture. Very nice. Beautiful decor for touring. And this is such a nice feeling to be in this place, in this space.
Yeah, this one, the warm one. It's Austrian blanket, so it's not like in Italy. It's the real warm one. This is the summer.
The garden, we'll get to the garden. I love your curtains. My most favorite part, I've seen it while you were talking, is the mana. Let's go have a coffee. And also, let's learn a little bit more about the character, why this apartment. Hallo ihr Lieben und herzlich willkommen bei Living in Vienna, where we spotlight everything that's going on here in Vienna. In this moment I'm here in the 17th district, also known as the Hernals. And what you can actually not see in this, or rather what is not captured in this video, is the beautiful smell of chocolate behind me. Here is the factory where they are manufacturing the Mana chocolate, which is Viennese favorite chocolate. But that's not why we are here. I'm here to actually take you to an apartment here. It's an apartment that is mainly Airbnb, and it's actually hosted by the owner, who is Marion. And so I'm just gonna walk down all the way to where this apartment is to show you exactly what it is. The name of the apartment is the Mother of Pearl, and there's actually a really beautiful story behind the reason why it's called the Mother of Pearls. So without much further ado, let's go. And I guess maybe what I can say is, you see, this is the number 2. So I'm just trying to make my way. Let me know if you would like to know a little bit more of this factory. I would be able to come back and definitely find out what's going on there. So I'm just gonna make my way all the way to her apartment here in the 17th district. And yeah, such a nice district to walk. This is where you will also find Otterkring. I think the brewery is also somewhere down this particular street. And so turning the camera around, I guess, yeah, this here is our street. Hernals is really one of the beautiful districts here in Vienna that have a lot of the green areas. The Wiener Wald, I guess it's somewhere around here. You can see this building on this other side is the Otterkring breweries. And this here, the pink building there, is the Mana factory for the Mana chocolate or the Mana sweet candy. And then this is our this is the direction we are going to go to get to the apartment. Getting to this to the city center from here is very easy. You can get there by number 2. That is the tram number 2 here. There's also tram number 44, 43, and also you can access Schönbrunn is quite near this place. And yeah, this I think if you consider to stay in the apartment of the Mother or Pearl apartment, then you have really chosen such a good location to stay here in Vienna. Vienna is really easy, easy to go. Okay, let's go this way. And so I'll see you at the door. Such a beautiful place. And this is our door. I'm gonna go here and I will ring that. Hello, hi. Are you? Is it okay for me to keep my mask or remove?
It's okay if you don't need it. I'm vaccinated.
Ah, good. I'm tested, so
Okay. Then I can remove it.
you can remove it, and I can remove mine. Okay, super. So
It's nice to meet you. Please,
Nice
I want to
to
show you my apartment.
thank
Come
you
in.
so much. Wow, so beautiful. To-do list
Yeah,
is
we
to
have-
enjoy.
That's the most important thing when you're on holidays.
Okay. So
We have an intercom that it's easier to.
communicate.
Yeah.
And is this the only apartment here?
No, there are 3 apartments.
Very
And
nice.
At the end of August, beginning of September, maybe I start a second one in the first floor, a bigger one.
Yeah.
It's 100 square meters. Yeah,
And this one is how?
it's 45 square
45
meters.
square meters.
And
Okay.
it has this garden.
And it has the garden. I cannot wait to see the garden. So let's get in. This is the entryway. Is this what here in Vienna it's called like the enter room?
Yeah,
The little-
Vorzimmer. It's
Yeah,
called Vorzimmer in
Vorzimmer.
German. the entry.
Vorzimmer.
Yes.
With a nice mirror to see yourself.
Yeah, before you leave, you can check everything.
It's always important. Okay. Yeah, and then
And I have everything here you might need for your stay, for a longer stay in Vienna. There's for ironing and for hoovering.
and you also have the first aid. Is this the first aid box?
Yes, of course.
Wow.
I think this is very important. And another kit for sewing if you notice in the mirror that something is wrong with your robe, then you can fix it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, it's.
Very nice.
I think you have everything, right? Because sometimes when you travel, you will see that something is missing, but here you can fix it.
Wow. Okay.
I think
Yes.
no one ever used it,
Yeah.
but if you're not good in sewing, you can just put a needle.
You can put a needle and keep going. Very, very nice. Very thoughtful. And also you can be able to. So do you provide cleaning for the apartment?
No.
No. Okay. So this is
This
important.
is just,
This stuff is important.
yeah.
You're just cleaning before the guests
Before
come.
and after. Yeah.
Okay. And then I like that there's a place to sit down and just
Yeah,
get
for the shoes.
your shoes,
Yeah. Sometimes
Yes.
it's rainy in Vienna. Not so often, but
but sometimes.
sometimes.
And then there is a lot of storage. I can see that.
Yes, I think this is very important that if you bring things, you find a place where to put them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And that leads us to the beautiful. Can we say the living room? Kitchen?
Yeah, it's a kitchen combined with living room. And I put a lot of kitchen stuff inside because I think sometimes you like to prepare a good breakfast, or if you're allergic to something, you're not able to eat everything, and then you can cook here. We have a big fridge, we have everything for cooking, pans and
It's
coffee
like
machine, toaster.
it's like someone is at home.
Yes, a dishwasher.
You
I
have
think
a
it's always
dishwasher.
important.
Is this the dishwasher here?
Yes, here is.
Yeah.
at
You
the
can
corner.
just open it. to
Yeah,
see.
it's a small one, but I think it's enough
Lovely.
for
4
3 people.
Nice. And then there's a cooker there.
Yes, electricity cooker and an oven. I think sometimes it's nice to have an oven,
Yes.
even just to make a pizza.
Yes, to warm up a pizza. Yes. And I love this. This is encouraging someone to actually cook.
Yes.
And a lot of spaces, I can see that.
Yes, and I have the glasses for coffee, different kind of machines, a French press, an Italian one. My husband is Italian, so it's important to have good
Italian
coffee.
Yes.
And a machine over there.
We will.
A little one.
We will be able to have a coffee maybe
Yes,
at some
of
point.
course.
Yes.
I've prepared everything.
Nice. And look at that beautiful window. So cool. And this is like it's very antique.
Yes, that I found. I didn't want to make everything modern. I wanted to bring something typical Austrian or European.
Yes.
And oops, the door wasn't closed.
Okay. It has closed.
I can open it to show how it's equipped. I think if you like beer or coffee, you have the glasses. And if you want to bake a cake, you have everything.
This is like a total home feeling.
Yes, because if someone comes for longer than he only needs a suitcase.
Yeah.
And then he can stay for a few weeks or a month.
So normally you would get guests staying for long term? Is that so?
Yes, I have very often guests for long-term stays.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Nice. So that would be from how many weeks would you call long term?
3 or 4 weeks.
3 or 4
month
weeks.
is of course long-term.
Okay, okay. And you have also gotten someone for 3 months staying?
Yes.
For 3 months.
But sometimes if someone wants to come for just a weekend,
yes.
Yeah.
It's nice, even if they're coming from still Austria, but...
Yeah, or Germany.
Or Germany, or Italy.
Or Italy.
But do you get lots of... where would you say most of your guests are coming from?
Well, it's totally mixed. From Europe, I guess from Israel.
Yeah.
Yeah, they come from all over the world.
Yeah.
From South Africa. Yeah.
Actually, this is the first time I've had someone mention Africa. I don't know whether Africans don't like to travel. They're just happy in the continent. So nice, nice. And then this is a nice dining area.
Yes.
Very
if you
beautiful.
have your breakfast or lunch, and if it's not warm enough to sit in the garden, you can sit here. Yeah, I've prepared for coffee with the capsule machine.
Oh.
So it's not typical Italian, but
yeah,
it's the easy way.
It's the easy way. I think Austria, easy is good.
Easy is always
Easy, always welcome. Yeah, and then there is the lovely, can we say this is a coffee station?
Yes, coffee and tea.
Coffee and tea. Nice.
If someone prefers tea, I have a variety of teas always here.
Very nice.
And there are some cards if you want to play, or a game for children. I have domino.
Oh, wow.
Italian cards.
If you really just don't want to stay at home, not go touring. And this is such a nice feeling to be in this place, in this space. It's very cozy, very homely. Yeah. I have to mention the beautiful, is that lavender?
Yeah.
Nice. So pretty. Very pretty.
I think it fits to the old kitchen drawer here.
Very nice. Okay, so...
And during lockdown, we did a lot of restoration, not a lot, but a little bit. And I thought my wall in the living room needs another color, and we made it green, blue-green. And
this is so beautiful.
Yeah.
This is really beautiful, like I'm speechless. What color is this? Is this like an...
It's duck egg blue. It's called duck egg blue.
Duck egg blue.
Yeah, it changes color. Sometimes it's more blue, sometimes it's more green.
Ah, okay.
And
Depending on what?
On the light,
Aha, okay.
on the sun and on the light.
Yes. And I like the chandelier.
Yeah.
That idea. This is
It's called Maria Theresia, like the empress.
Okay. Did you call it that, or it's actually called that? I like that. Wow. And then this beautiful window, it's called what? The mirror behind. Window mirror.
In Germany you would say Fensterspiegel, so window mirror. Yeah, I found it. It was in Innsbruck, so in the western part of Austria.
Yeah.
And I said I really want it, and I found someone who delivered it to Vienna. This was really
nice.
Is
so beautiful. And of course, the lavender there again. Very beautiful. I love that. Is it a Veka or it's a radio actually?
It's a radio. It's a WLAN radio. You can find almost every radio station in the world.
Oh, really? Wow. So you can just listen to your home radio station.
Yes. If they offer it, then you will find it.
Wow, that's such a huge plus.
And when you check the favorite places, you see which guest choose his favorite broadcast. Yeah.
Wow.
We have Spanish, and I think we have BBC, of course, English, German.
Yeah. So that's Vorzimmer dein Herz, wo fühlt ist dein Zuhause? Where your heart
belongs, your home is.
Your home is beautiful. And Zuhause is kein Ort, sondern ein Gefühl.
Yeah.
It's a
being at home is more
a feeling. Yeah. This feels like at home.
Yeah, I think it's not always, home is not always there where you were born.
Yeah, exactly.
You can feel at home in many places.
Next time someone asks me, where are you from? I'll say, which one would you like? Where I feel at home or where I come from? Yeah. Okay, that's very cozy, beautiful. Nice.
And during lockdown, we fixed new boxes for the shelf because it was difficult to find new ones to go shopping. And then we decided we make new ones. I wanted wood, and it was even difficult to buy wood. So we upcycled old wall ceilings.
Wow.
And we made these wooden boxes.
Wow. Super. I mean, the lockdown really taught us we can be really self-sufficient if we like. And then there is this cozy, nice couch there.
Yeah, it's a sleeping couch. If 3 people are coming, there's one bed here. It's not so bright, but it's very long. If you're tall,
you can be able to fix it.
Yeah.
I like the textures there with the knitting, the one that is knit, and this is like a corduroy.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
I always like things that have a nice texture.
Yes, and it's very visible.
Yeah,
that
this
texture
is quite soft.
Very nice. And so there is a reading table here.
Yes, if you have to work during your stay.
Yes. If I worked from here, I would really be successful at my work. Just a nice feeling.
Or you go in the garden and forget about working.
Forget about working or work from the garden. And so there is some books here.
Yeah.
Anything interesting?
A lot of in German, but not everything. About the city or cooking.
Yes.
Because cooking is very important for me.
Yes. Yes. And some beautiful decor. So that's the living room. We can say what did you call this area? The what do you call it?
This
the enter
one is
room.
the entrance.
Entrance.
Yeah.
What do you call it in German?
Vorzimmer.
Vorzimmer. The front room.
The front room.
The front room. Okay. And then that's the kitchen. That's the also sink area, dining and coffee area. And the absolutely beautiful
And for reading and relaxation.
relaxation. I have noticed you don't have a TV.
I have a TV, but
not...
it's in the sleeping room.
Okay, so that means that this area you want it to be for just relaxing and not being
I
present.
Think, and I like watching TV in the bed. So
Okay.
I thought this is the place
This is holiday.
where I want to watch TV.
That's
Not as the
nice.
French, they have often TV in the kitchen, a small TV just for information.
Yeah.
But I like, because I have Netflix, and this is quite nice during.
Yes. I think
when you lay in bed.
When you lay in bed, and the living room being a place you want to be present, I think, because this is where we are in our waking moments, so awake when we are not asleep. It's very cool. So anything we are leaving behind? This looks like the bathroom. It's very clear. Nice, wow.
It's quite bright, and it has a window. It's not so often that you find a bathroom with window in Austria.
Yes.
And I have a washing machine, and the dryer is included, so if you need something clean, then you have everything.
And there is a walk-in shower here.
Yes. And I have a shower gel, shampoo and body lotion. And
you provide that
in refillable
bottles.
I
love this. Oh my gosh, the succulent plants and shell, beautiful.
And a huge aloe vera.
Yes, very beautiful. Nice. And this is where you would keep the towels, yeah?
Yes.
Or makeup when you are makeup and
toothbrushes.
Yes, the soaps. I love it. Of course, there is a toilet here with enough toilet paper. Beautiful.
And I have a very powerful hairdryer because I need always a powerful hairdryer when I go on holidays.
Yes,
they
don't always have powerful hairdryers.
When I sit for 2 hours just to dry my hair, it's no fun. And that's why I have a real big one. And if you have curls, you will find the diffuser.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And there's a little bit of washing powder if you need
to clean up.
To clean.
Very beautiful. I like the shell, the feeling of the ocean. It's nice to feel like you're somewhere at the beach. Even if you walk out and the beach is Donau Windsor.
It's just a little from here. But...
Yeah. That's so cool. And then get back. So this is probably to store the towel. A place to store the towel. Okay. Then are we ready to go to the... I have to also ask, is this heating?
Yeah, that's the heating system. It's gas.
Okay.
As
most houses here. Yes. Yeah. And so it's centrally regulated, or
it's here
only here in the okay, so good. Perfect.
So if you need it warmer or colder, then you can regulate it directly here.
Yes. Okay. So maybe we go to the bedroom.
To the bedroom.
Yes. I have seen this. Wow. This is
welcome for the French speaking.
For the French speaking and the French at heart.
Yeah.
So we start with the bed, or maybe we can start from here.
There's another mirror if you have to check, and a big TV.
Yes. Now I see the TV.
It's so big that you hardly notice.
You cannot miss it. And a nice dresser there.
Yes, the dresser with a lot of space again.
Yes.
Because I think it's important that you know where to put your coat, your pullovers and everything.
Yes. And this, I love the wall.
It's my gallery.
Wow. So cool. Did you put this together?
Yes,
Wow.
I collected it, and because I have a garden, I have birds every year, singing birds who build their nest every year here. So I
Yes.
have a few birds here, and again these shells.
Yeah, the shells you have. This is a nice thing to feel the feeling of the ocean.
Summer.
I think that
It's
I
like
love
summer.
that. Yeah, it's like summer. I really love that. And of course there is a garden, but we're gonna get there in a moment.
Yes.
I love that laundry basket. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you see, you will only need it if you stay for
For a long
time.
Yeah, but it's still beautiful.
Yes.
It's just a beautiful.
And sometimes when I'm on holidays, I think where to put my used wardrobe, and then I put it in my suitcase, but I don't like it that much.
Yeah.
And then here you have a place.
Yes, that's very cool. The main
The master
piece, the
bedroom.
master bedroom. Yes.
Yeah, it's a very big bed, because I think if I'm on holidays, I want to sleep as good as at home.
Yes.
It's always a challenge to find the same bed.
Yes.
But this one is really big.
Yes.
And the blankets big, extra big for taller people.
Yes.
And a variety of pillows. You never know which pillow you need.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
a certain age, you only can sleep with a special pillow. You have the
That's
hard
right.
one, the small one, the
Thank
Austrian
you.
huge one.
The Austrian huge one, I see it at the beginning. I only saw this in Austria. I only
So
saw
almost
this.
every size.
Yeah. And I like the blue is giving such a calm feeling here.
Yes.
Going with the white and the warmth with the lights is beautiful. And my most favorite part, I've seen it while you were talking, is the manna.
Yeah, the Viennese
That
waffles,
is
they're
so
famous.
cool.
And the factory is just around the corner.
Yeah, here in
And
the 17th district. Nice.
And sometimes you can smell chocolate, sometimes you can smell gingerbread. At the end of summer you smell gingerbread, not every day, but sometimes. And I think when they roast the cocoa beans, then you smell it. They roast it themselves here in Vienna.
Wow.
And then sometimes when you're lucky, you can smell it. For the sweet tooth,
Yes.
they have a factory saying
Wow.
it's perfect.
Wow, I'm curious to visit that. I'm very curious. That's very nice that you have this. This is the real Austrian Viennese, let's say Viennese hospitality. It's not going to get any better than this.
It's called Bettopfel.
It's not going to get better than this. This is perfect. Wow. And of course, there is the... I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it.
Shall I close the window?
Would you like to close? No, no problem. This is... It's not that disturbing. So that's the garden. We'll get to the garden a bit later. Maybe let's just peek through. Oh.
Yeah, this is the area here where you can sit and have breakfast, or even in the winter. Sometimes winters are not so cold in Vienna that you can sit outside with hot tea or coffee.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. I love those lights. The lights with the...
Yeah, it reminds on the
ocean.
On the ocean.
Yes. Yes.
And I have two fishes here in my berry wall.
Yes. Where you can sit here and think that you'll just walk down the garden and find the beach.
Yeah.
It's a very likely feeling to have. I love the theme with the pastel colors. You know, it's beautiful. And there's these seats here. I think we will get to the garden later,
and have our coffee.
Yeah, and have a coffee there. So this is beautiful. I love your curtains as well. They're coming from it's like ceiling to floor.
Yes.
Ceiling to
and
floor.
we have a variety of curtains and blinds.
Yeah.
So if you want to sleep in dark, then
Total
you can
darkness.
Total darkness, you can close the blind.
Very nice.
And then it's dark, and when you close the curtains, then it's
totally dark when you put now the dark ones.
Yeah.
Wow.
You never know
Nice. How someone
bright people want to sleep.
Exactly.
Or if they need darkness.
Yeah. That's already been taken care of. Very nice. Very beautiful. It's very cozy. Nice. And I have to also point out the beautiful shells.
Yes, my mother of pearl apartment.
Mother of pearl apartment. So cute. So we will also maybe find out more about this apartment, the story that gives the apartment its character.
District, because it's a nice, really nice district.
Yes, this is the
it's the
17th district.
It's called Hernals.
Hernals, yes.
And it's quite close to the 16th district.
Yes.
We have the brewery, the beer brewery, not so far away. It's Otterkring. And for beer lovers, maybe more interesting than Manna, the sweet factory. But I don't like beer, and I'm very glad you don't smell the beer. Sometimes you smell chocolate, but I think most of our guests don't have a problem with chocolate.
Yes.
But some wouldn't like the smell of beer, and it doesn't smell.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So I love the. Is this the hexagon decoration?
Yeah, it's a hexagon. Yeah.
Then there is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful
a drawer.
This is what do you call this? Is this a It's not a cabinet. It's a cupboard.
It's a Kasten. Yeah, it's so big. I think it's there's no name for it because it's really, really huge. And everything you have you can put here. So even if you stay for half a year, you will find place for everything, and hooks, and if you don't want to iron, you can hang it.
Very beautiful. And of the apartment. Okay.
Then let's go out.
Let's go out. Very nice.
Shall I bring the coffee?
Yes. Let's learn a little bit more about the character. Why this apartment? Wow, this place. So you said that this garden is private. This is your private garden, so we do not need to tempt people with it. I'm tempted, but we'll go to the guest garden.
Yes, this department only belongs to guests.
This is so beautiful. Like you sit here and you can see your lovely room here. If you want to watch something but are outdoors, you can still be able to do that.
And if you want to cook and you need some herbs, you can use them.
Which herb is this?
This is salbei.
Salbei. Yeah.
What's it called? I think savage. And this is called Maggi.
Maggi.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it the Maggi? Or?
Yeah, it's the herb that gives Maggi the smell.
Let me. Okay. Very nice.
Now it's stronger.
Oh my gosh.
It's Maggi.
That's Maggi.
That's Maggi.
That's actually Maggi.
And maybe the strawberries will grow this year.
Yes.
It's brand new from this spring. We made it new, and I have.
It's going very perfectly with everything. It's well thought through. And then, is this the key? What is it called? This flower?
The berries, the blackberries.
Wow! This is really.
In autumn, I always make jam from my
from your own garden.
Yeah,
that's the best. That's the best part. And the sink, is it working?
Yes.
Some nicely hidden sink.
And if my guests feel like gardening, they can flower the plants.
Okay, and feel like they have raised some life. Okay, so this is beautiful. Wow. And something very inviting for our coffee. So maybe let's just sit down and let's hear the story of this apartment. I can,
Nice.
and you're having a really nice, lovely coffee made freshly. It's freshly
Yeah.
brewed.
And cold for the beauty.
Yes.
Yeah, in Japan, they serve iced coffee, but it's not iced coffee like in Vienna with
Yeah, with the ice cubes.
with ice cubes, with vanilla ice. It's just a cold coffee with ice, with water, ice cubes.
So we are having a Japanese
Yeah.
coffee. Perfect.
We're international.
We are international. That's what we're going for, international.
Hospitality and internationality.
Yes. Yeah. So tell me about the story behind. There's a reason why you chose to do to host and to do this.
Yeah, there are two reasons why I'm hosting, why I have a vacation rental. First of all, I like to travel
Yes.
myself. And when I'm traveling, I prefer to stay in an apartment as locals would do. I think it's more interesting than staying in a hotel. If I go for a business trip to a city, then I choose a hotel. But if I want to make holidays, I think you learn more about people, the way of life. Yeah, and the second reason why I do it is because I love to be a host. And then I thought, let's put these things together. I'm gonna offer my apartment and show people how we live in Vienna. And if I have guests and they have questions for me, if they want to know something special, I'm always here during check-in. And if there's a question, I can answer it. There's an information folder in the apartment about neighborhood and apartment, of course. But if someone wants to talk to me and wants special tips that I can offer a lovely stay in Vienna, then...
Nice. So the guests can know that they will meet you. You know, because there are some Airbnbs, you just walk in, you find your way around. But here you are actually doing the hosting as well.
Yes.
Very nice.
And if you don't want to meet me, it's just for a few minutes during check-in and then you're alone. But if you want to talk or if you want to ask me a question, then whenever I'm free, I can.
You can be available.
Yeah.
And do you think, from your experience, most guests appreciate the being met and a little talk?
Yes. Yes.
And so how about this particular neighborhood? Of course, there is a lot of construction.
Yeah, they're doing the tramway now. They started yesterday and I hope they finish tomorrow.
Yes.
But it doesn't take quite long because it's just a few meters and they have to remove everything and rebuild it. They will move further in a few days, but normally it's quiet here. You only hear birds or nothing or the wind in the trees. But
And I think it's also very easy to forget about the sound as more as it goes on. I just remembered it because I'm thinking about the location. But maybe speaking about the location, we are in the 17th district. And so that's in Hernals. Maybe you can tell us why did you choose to have it here? And just the story about the location and your decision to have it here.
I moved quite a lot in Vienna. I lived in different districts, but then I wanted to live in a greener area, and then I decided to go to the 17th district. I found this house with a beautiful garden, and Hernals is almost, we have 60% green area in Hernals. So huge parts of Hernals are parks, and my garden is just a small part of it. And it's very easy to go to the city center, and it's only 2.5 kilometers from the university, from the parliament, from Burgtheater, and we have the tramway. It's perfect to
Yes,
visit.
lots of, is it 43 and 42?
And the number
and
2,
yes.
That's my favorite because this is a sightseeing
Yes,
line.
yes.
When you enter here, then
You go through the Rathaus.
yeah, and you see the brewery, then you go through the 7th district, Josefstadt, and then you're at the Parliament, Burgtheater, the opera, university. It's
you are
see
just
everything.
going through all the beautiful parts
Yes.
of, yes.
And 2.5 kilometers is not so far.
Yeah.
And tramway, I often get the question, what about U-Bahn, the metro? And I said, yeah, we have it, but it's not the closest. And the distance to the city is not so far that you need a underground. You can enter the tram and then you're in a few minutes in the center, and then you see a lot of the city. In the underground you don't see anything.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you come to the city, I think most of the locals want to go in the underground because they're in a rush to get somewhere, but when you're a tourist or when you're visiting.
Yeah, and tram is very fast because they have on every traffic they have green lights, so it's very fast. They have the fast lane Straßenbahn here.
Yes, here in Vienna.
Yeah.
Generally, okay.
Yeah, most of the lines they're working to do the fast lane for bus and Straßenbahn.
Yes.
And it's quite close to the Schwarzenberg Park, a nice green area, and the Wienerwald, the forest.
Yes, yes.
Vienna is so small, especially from here to the center. It's the city is not so huge, and you're in a few minutes with Straßenbahn or bus in a nice green recreation area where all Viennese go.
Yes.
And it's not far from Castle Schönbrunn.
Yes, yes.
It's quite
You
close.
can actually walk. Can you be able to walk down?
I would take the bus.
The
but
bus, okay.
I really love walking. Last week I was walking to the 10th district. This is 8 kilometers from here.
Yeah.
But I love walking and because you learn about the city.
Best.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I think the city is in the center.
Yes,
so
the city.
Everything is going around it, so it's not very hard to get.
It's like a cake, and the first district, the center, is in the middle.
Cherry.
It's like the cherry.
The cherry is there.
And from almost every district, you're going straight to the center, and it's not so far. There are districts which are a little bit bigger, and it takes longer. But our center, that's what we call the Stadt, the city.
Yes, yes.
The first district
that's the city.
That's the city. So if you're not living in Stephansdom,
you're not living in
the city. The cathedral, it's the cherry from the cherry.
Yes, yes, that's the center.
That's the center.
That's the particular center.
And we have even museums here in the 17th district.
Okay.
We have the Snow Globe Museum, the Snow Globe.
And it's here.
Yeah, it's here. It's very famous, the Viennese Snow Globe factory.
Yes,
they deliver
it's
in
everywhere, all over the
world.
Yeah.
And we have a Fiaker Museum, the horse carriage museum.
Okay. Yes, those are really good suggestions for the channel because I'm gonna go there.
Yeah, I've never been to the Snow Globe Museum, but they're very famous, and they do the best snow in globes in the world.
In the world, it's the leading.
They are the leader, because the snow falls really slowly down.
Yeah. Okay. I will definitely check it out. Yeah. And so I don't know all the neighborhoods in Vienna in terms of living like inside, but would you say here in Hernals that's where you will find a lot of garden places like here behind a building? Is it like this?
It's here in this district you find it more often than in the inner districts, and in the center you don't find it. There you have public gardens, but you don't find a house with
with
garden.
such a beautiful. Yeah, I think because I would say that this is something I've seen unique in this particular district, but again I've not been to all homes in the other districts, so I wouldn't know for sure. I just wanted to confirm that.
Yeah, this is the area where in our district, we have vineyards.
Yes.
So this is a very good climate here. So it's, of course, it's Viennese weather, but it's a little bit warmer than in other districts. And because wine only grows when it's warm enough.
A little bit warmer.
Yeah.
Okay. So is that connected close to Kahlenberg, the woods, the Vienna woods?
Yeah, Kahlenberg over there. Yeah, it's not so far.
It's not so
Kahlenberg is Wienerwald, and we're close to Wienerwald.
Yes. Super. Is there maybe anything else you would like to say? Maybe about the prices, would say that they are depends on the time of the year.
Of the time of the year, it's most of the time it's the same price, but during in December, during holidays and New Year's Eve, I raised the price, and the stay has to be 3 nights minimum. Yeah, because then it's easier for me to handle and to have also holidays.
Yes, yes.
And there are special prices for long-term stays, of course. Even after a week there is a discount, and after a month there's an extra discount.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a safe area. I think this is important for many people. I like it here. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Vienna is very safe. We're very happy here in Vienna that we're safe. And we have a mixed culture here. That's I think this is always good.
Yeah.
It's not only from one part of Europe, or mostly Europe.
Yeah.
And that's what I like here.
Yes.
And it's not far from Brunnenmarkt. This
Yes.
is the biggest street market
In
the
Europe.
world. In Europe.
I think, we don't know if it's in the world, but
I think it's
could
in
be
Europe.
in
It's
Europe,
the biggest street market.
Yes.
And it's quite international,
Yes.
and it's lovely and
colorful.
colorful. And you find almost everything you need.
This is one of the places one has to visit when they come to Vienna.
Yes, I think it's even more interesting than Naschmarkt. Naschmarkt
Yes.
is Viennese, of course. You have to see Naschmarkt, but
Yes.
Brunnenmarkt is really
Something.
where we live.
Yes.
Where
That's where
everyone
everyone
goes
is
to
going.
weekend. Yeah.
Yes.
And with the farmer market on the weekends, it's very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there on a Saturday. It was very nice to hear someone calling out. Calling out and shouting and saying, you know.
It's loud and alive.
Yes, yes. And that's important.
Yes, for a market, of course.
Yes. Okay. How about the name?
Yeah, I called the apartment Mother of Pearl house. So it's called in German Perlmuttquartier. And when I was digging in my garden, I always found some small pieces of shell, and I was wondering how it comes that I have shell pieces in my garden, because we are so far away from any water, especially sea. And when I was walking in my district, I saw a sign that there were different kind of mother of pearl factories. They make button, and then I checked old documents, and I found out that here on the property there was a factory, a mother of pearl turnery.
Wow.
And every year when I dig in my garden, I find a little bit. I call it gold. My husband, he says, when you find it, it's like gold.
Wow.
I can show you pieces.
Yes, please. Okay.
Some pieces are very small, and sometimes I found these round cuts. And then I thought, this looks like, I don't know, like pearl and buttons.
Oh my gosh.
And this was quite famous. We had 10 factories here in the district.
Yes.
And the shells, the pieces, sometimes they are big and shiny.
Wow, you just collect them from the garden.
Yeah, these are all pieces from my garden, my gold. Sometimes you see that they should become a button, but they were too small or broken.
Yeah.
And some things are too...
Yes.
I met a man who showed me how the real buttons looked like. And this is a piece of maybe Viennese mother of pearl.
Wow, it's coming. You can see it actually.
Yeah.
You can see Really?
It's Süßwasser, so it's not from the sea, it's not salty water, so they are from Austria.
Hang on.
And here they could even color it.
Wow.
This is so interesting.
hang
I
on,
love
hang
it.
on.
Yeah, I found a man who gave me these buttons, and they were actually from not from the sea. They are not from salty water. They are from Austria, and this is the special form they were made. Maybe in our factory. I don't know. And they could also color the buttons. And here they are colored. I like it. They're so shiny.
Nice. Wow. The pearl buttons coming from this.
From this, yeah.
And you're able to collect this from your garden.
From my garden.
Yeah,
When I
you
dig in
see-
my
yeah,
garden, I find
I
it.
see
Yeah.
here. So it's possible that they were just disposed, or
Yeah,
or
I
did they
think.
end up in your
Yeah, this was garbage. When I was reading about this mother of pearl factories, I found a document that says that all those pieces were used to fix a street, Gablenzgasse, I think. They used it instead of stones. They put all the mother of pearl pieces on the ground.
Wow.
So I think we had quite a lot of them.
Wow. Very interesting. So this apartment is called Mother of Pearl.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so.
And I have an Instagram account
Yes.
where I put news from the apartment, from our garden, or if I find
What's the name of the Instagram?
it's Mother of Pearl
Mother of
House
Pearl House?
with underline after each word. Mother, underline, of, underline, pearl, underline, house.
House. I'm going to include that. Make sure to check that out. Yeah.
Did I tell you about the bigger apartment? We can have a look at the balcony. It's so great.
Upstairs.
It's upstairs in the first floor. We can only, I mean, we can sneak through another department, but I think if we see it from the ground, maybe it's nicer.
Nicer.
Maybe we can have a look from here. Yeah, on the left-hand side. No left. This are the left.
So this is the other apartment.
Yes, this is the apartment. It's 110 square meters. And the roses really, really smell. And the balcony is beautiful.
So I hope you've enjoyed that wonderful tour of this, the Mother of Pearl's apartment, and with a very lovely Marion. So make sure to check her out on her Instagram, which is Mother of Pearls. I will link it there below for you to see. And until next video, tschüss, Wiedersehen.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Wood construction that it's not closed, but it gives a little
shade.
No,
A little
shade.
bit. Oh, it's very hard to live. You have the house for the bees here. It's the Hernals. Yeah, that's what I was asking. This is not